Well, good morning and welcome. Now, I threatened a new tanker locomotive in the previous video, and here it is. It's a Graham Farish 64XX. I said to the guy I was buying it from in the model shop, I said I don't care what logo I get. So I've ended up with an early British Railways. And the detail on these new locos is rather good. Little brass whistle and handrails and all the details are very proud compared to the older models, even down to the rivets. Obviously you do pay a premium. This cost me £101, but it's worth every penny. And of course, as well as all the detail, you get a modern motor and modern pickups. These do not struggle with points, not like the old ones. Now you do get an accessory pack of steam pipes, and there's a little hole in the buffer beam front and rear, but I can barely see, so it's not worth me actually attempting to put them in. It's DCC ready, it's one screw to take the body off. Very easy to put your chip in. I took the other two screws off, took off the under tray, and gave the gears a lube, because who knows how long it's been sitting since it was made. So the first job is of course half an hour in each direction and run it in. Doesn't seem to have any problem with my slopes without any load on. As I say, it doesn't have a problem with the points either, which is quite refreshing when you've been running an old one that just struggled all the time. Look at all these points it's got to go over in the fiddle yard, and it has no problem at all with those. It really was worth putting the old one out to retirement. And I've also retired the Prairie, so this one little locomotive is now king of the goods yard. I think it looks particularly good with the Gloucester coal wagons. They're going to stay empty because with a little locomotive like this and no traction tyres on my hills, I can't put too much load on it. But as I say, the detail on these are fantastic these days. You simply cannot complain at what you are buying. There are so many proud items which were just flat or non-existent on the older ones. What a wonderful purchase. Well, just as I was setting this sequence up, my phone fell over and it's obviously changed the zoom. So this is all rather a bit small and in the distance, but what it does show is how this little locomotive with only 3 sets of wheels copes with the points and the crossings so easily. The other two just wouldn't, and I thought it was my track. I thought, you've done this wrong, mate. You've got glue in your fish plates, you haven't got power. It's your mistake. But it wasn't my mistake. It was quite simply that the old locomotives were ready for the retirement home. Because this just flies over all the points and the crossing. Ta-ra!